I was listening to a couple of different interviews with Delaware Representative Sarah McBride, who is so thoughtful on so many issues, but especially trans issues and gender. And there's this one part where she was talking about the gender divide we do in our politics, the way we gender our parties, and that, we let the Republican Party get away with things that in our society we let men get away with. They get to be abrasive, they get to be dickish, and we accept that. Whereas, Democrats, we associate with the more feminine associated values of compassion and care, and so they don't get the benefit of that doubt. And I think it plugged into some real frustrations for me about, accepting that as some status quo, right? Why can't we have more masculinity in the Democratic Party? Why can't we allow for the masculine associated values of protecting, of defending, of providing? Why can't we make more space for that? It frustrates me that we haven't. It frustrates me in my practice as I see so many, especially younger men, especially Gen Z. What was the stats? You were more likely to vote for for Kamala than for Trump. You're more likely to do that as a 70-year-old white guy than as an 18-year-old white guy, right? There's these huge pendulations because we've given young men no place to put their masculinity, right? We don't make space on the left for anything but toxic masculinity. We don't have a neutral or a positive vision of masculinity. And so when young men feel that, the only place that's broadcasting that you can come here is Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson. And it frustrates me that we don't make space for that. I love to lift weights. I like martial arts, and I'm very engaged with the NBA during the playoffs right now. I don't think those are the best things about me, but I think that they're life-giving. And I think that we need to make space for bro culture too in a big tent. And so my hope is that we can all get a little bit more comfortable with making space for that tough stuff and making space for people being on a journey rather than being at the destination of the perfect language or the perfect opinions on gender.